My son Riley is turning 6 tomorrow, and he has autism. He was diagnosed when he was 2. When he was 16 months old, he stopped responding to his name. He would run around in circles, or he would line things up, and he would visually stim on what I would call stim on them. And he would just be crying like he was in just such pain that you wouldn't know where that pain was coming from. You could be looking in his eyes, and it would just be like he'd just be staring right through you. He had a leaky gut syndrome, and the doctors told me that that was just the way it was going to have to be. After we started treating him biomedically, within 1 month, his leaky gut syndrome and bowel movements were cleared up. 3 to 4 months, we started saying language, eye contact improvement, and started being more involved with the family in language improvement. And now he's turning 6 tomorrow, and he'll be going into a mainstream classroom starting in the fall, and he's almost recovered.
Most pediatricians don't deal with autism biomedically because mainline medical institutions have simply not picked it up yet.
They're not looking at this as a toxicity issue first and foremost. They're looking at it as some type of a neurodevelopmental issue, that it's basically from here up and not from having its origins from here down.
They are still clinging to the idea that autism is a genetic problem and that it's hardwired and that there's nothing you can do for it. When a new child with autism comes into my office, they can be as different as night and day.
You know, you think of autism as something that only affects talking, but it's really just so many more body systems than that.
Because metals and toxins dismantle enzyme systems, what symptom the child has will be as divergent as what enzyme symptom it has dismantled.
They have severe eating issues, they have nutritional issues, they have immune issues, they have gastrointestinal issues. Just across the board, physically, most systems are affected and not working normally. So it's this whole picture that you have to start to put together, and then piece by piece you have to start to build them up and start with basic things and get that working, and then you just move up the line.
I really felt that my world changed for the better the day I discovered the whole biomedical movement. That's when I knew that my son's case wasn't hopeless.
Typically, the diet, within a week or two, you're going to start to see improvements.
Sometimes it's not a behavior that goes away. Sometimes it's constipation or diarrhea or some symptom that goes away. Other times they speak more.
Well, some kids have this wide awakening. It's like they come out of a fog. And that's a neat thing to see, but that's not every child.
You make an intervention, and what corrects really depends on the child.
I said to my husband after about a week or two, I think, I said, is this my imagination, or is he really doing better?
It's definitely worth every ounce of energy I put into it.
You can see dramatic improvement with diet and supplementation.
I see in kids that are STEMI that they need magnesium, kids that have auditory sensitivity and sleeping problems, more calcium. So I see those issues very easily remedied by normalizing nutrient status.
With the addition of the supplements, we've seen a lot of improvement in Wyatt's speech, in his interactive play, in his coordination, his fine motor skills, in his eye contact, and in his language. starting to increase.
It doesn't take a long time for someone who's seriously depleted to come back. The body knows what it needs, and when it gets it, it starts doing some work amazingly quickly.
There is an invisible world of chemistry in all of our houses.
For some reason, we've been raised to think that the only way to clean a house is to use really bad chemicals, because the smell of bad chemicals is the smell of clean.
A lot of people are still under the assumption that 409 and bleach work the best. But in the last 7 to 5 years, we've really seen a lot of companies come out with specific non-toxic biodegradable varieties of everything from dishwashing soap to window cleaners to counter cleaners.
You don't need to use petroleum products to actually clean a house or clean your clothes.
No one needs exposure to toxic cleansers, but some of us can handle it better than others. It really comes down to what the child's genetics are and what their innate detoxing capacities are. But really, these things aren't any good for any of us.
Get rid of the toxins. You've got to get rid of them.
If you don't know, and if science does not know the impact, both environmentally and on your health, on human health, of what that chemical is, don't buy it.